All right, today we are jumping into a really unique, really deep interpretation of one of the most famous stories in the Quran. We're going to look at a framework that takes the dream of the prophet Yusuf, that's Joseph in the Bible, and decodes it, arguing that it reveals these incredible hidden layers of symbolic meaning about how the universe itself works. Okay, let's dive right in. So, we all know the story from Surah 12, right? Well, this analysis treats it as way more than just a story. It's presented as the beginning of a profound cosmic code, like a blueprint for a divine mechanism that's constantly at play. Okay, first things first, let's look at the symbols from the dream itself and then unpack the deeper meaning that this whole framework is built on. This is really our starting point. So, on the surface, it seems pretty straightforward. 7 fat cows means 7 years of abundance. 7 lean cows means 7 years of famine. Simple prediction, right? But here's the twist. This interpretation says it's not just about harvests. The fat cows are a symbol for a universal principle, mercy. And the lean cows? They represent its cosmic opposite, wrath or barrenness. And this is absolutely crucial. The idea is that we're not looking at random events, but at a fundamental law of existence. The dream is revealing a perfect divine balance. For every 7 parts of blessing, there's a matching 7 parts of trial. It's this balance that sets the stage for everything that comes next. So you've got these huge, abstract concepts of mercy and barrenness. How do they actually affect people? Well, this is where the framework gets really personal, connecting it all to one of the most powerful symbols there is, the womb. And this is where it all starts to click. Those abstract symbols from the dream get mapped directly onto the destinies of 2 pivotal women. On one side, you have Miriam, or Mary, the mother of Isa, Jesus. Her womb is the multiplying womb, the one that carries the line of mercy and blessing forward. But on the other side, you have Asiya, the wife of Pharaoh. Her womb is barren. It's a closed womb. Her story represents a sacrifice that closes one path, but, as we'll see, allows another to open. This contrast, this duality between the 2 wombs, leads to what the source calls a switching law of authority. It's this idea that divine blessing is dynamic. It gets transferred to make sure it's never completely lost from the world. So, how exactly does this switch work? Let's walk through it. It's built on these 4 pillars. First, Asiya's sacrifice closes one door on the mercy line. Then, Miriam's womb opens a totally new one, the line of knowledge. Next, you have the sacrifice of Yahya, or John the Baptist, another important line that doesn't continue biologically. But the blessing doesn't just vanish, no way. It gets rerouted, preserved through an entirely different lineage, the line of Ahmed, the Prophet Muhammad, through Ishmael. It's this incredible, dynamic system of rerouting divine favor. Now, this is maybe my favorite part of this whole interpretation. It takes all these different figures, Asiya, Maryam, Yahya, Ahmed, and weaves their stories together using one single powerful symbol that's just perfect: the palm date tree. Check this out. Each part of the tree represents a different kind of divine intervention. The palm fiber, that connects to Asiya's suffering and her ultimate reward in paradise. The fruit of the palm, that's Miriam, who is told to shake the tree for fruit right when Isa is born. And the fire you can make from the palm's wood, that connects all the way back to the trial of Ibrahim, or Abraham, and how that fire became cool, preserving his line. It's amazing how interconnected it all is. So this table just pulls it all together beautifully. You can really see how each figure embodies a piece of that tree, creating this whole symbolic ecosystem. Asiya is the fiber of sacrifice. Miriam is the fruit of knowledge. Yahya is another kind of sacrifice, the white flame. And Ahmed is the fruit of that lineage that was preserved. Sacrifice, knowledge, lineage, all woven together. Okay, so we've gone from the dream to the wombs to the tree, but we're about to zoom out even further. The source material places this entire drama into a grand cosmic structure, and honestly, this is where it gets a little mind-bending. To visualize this whole cosmic process, the framework uses a really cool shape, the Mobius loop. If you've never seen one, just picture taking a strip of paper, giving it a single half twist, and then taping the ends together. It looks like it has an inside and an outside, but it only has one continuous surface. You can trace a line along it forever. The end seamlessly becomes the beginning. It's the perfect metaphor for something that is both a repeating cycle and a forward progression. So where does our story, Yusuf's dream, fit into this giant cosmic loop? Well, it's not just some random event. It's a critical mechanism. It happens at what's called stage 4, formation. It is the exact trigger point in the cycle where that divine balance shifts and that whole switching law of authority we talked about gets activated. And here it is, the ultimate takeaway. This whole cosmic loop is actually woven from 3 different strands, all braided together. You've got strip 1, clay. This represents time, the physical lineage of humanity from Adam through Ishmael to Ahmed. Then there's strip 2, light. This is the line of divine knowledge and revelation, represented by Miriam and Isa. And finally, strip 3, fire. These are the tests and sacrifices, from people like Asiya and Yahya, that anchor the entire structure. Every story fits into this grand, repeating design. So this whole interpretation really ends with this beautiful idea that every cycle of history, every test of fire, every moment of darkness, it's all designed to ultimately bend back towards divine light. And it kind of leaves you with a big question to ponder. If this cosmic loop is always turning, this grand story always unfolding, where do we find ourselves in it right now?